that because maybe they're not that magnificent anymore. But Google is still holding on. It's a little bit, it's trading a little bit above this 297 and a half, a minor resistance. But look at this, we have the 55 coming down there, so could hold it down a little bit. Still negative sentiment on the RSI, so I wouldn't be surprised to see it sliding back here below, and then we could have another go at this 270 key support level there, and we can see it on the weekly more clearly where it is, 270, 271. That will be key. So let's see here the next few days. But if it starts taking out the other peaks there, well, then suddenly it could establish a much stronger trend, especially if we have RSI getting back above 60 threshold. Amazon, well, it's basically range bound here between 220 and 197 area, and that's what we need to be looking at. But look at this, we had the 100 moving average crossing below the 200. They were both declining. 200 was slightly declining, 55 coming down there. We are below the cloud. We're in a negative sentiment, and what I will do, and you can do the same, what I will do, I will add this horizontal line there. If it breaks back below the the rising line, then we are likely to see lower levels, and especially if it's being followed by a move on the RSI back below 40 threshold. So keep an eye on that. But we can see how strong this area here around 197 is, and then we have this gap area. If it does close below that on medium term, down to 193, then it can become really, really ugly. But I could foresee that we will see it range bounding still a little bit here next few days. The Apple, we haven't talked about Apple for quite some time. Up until today, it actually looked like it would bounce strongly. It touched the lower part of the cloud and reclined, and today we are down about 3-4%, 3%.